Usually I start off with welcome to another day on planet Earth, but I'm not even sure where we are at the moment, whether we're even on planet Earth. Anyway, I know most of you will stop by for a moment, have a look at this video and rush off because somehow over time we've managed to obtain an attention span of a 2-year-old. And if I'm not stimulating you, then you're off to find something else to stimulate your brain. So please stay with me. Stop here for a moment while I just share something with you. Now, before I move on, I want to just read you a little quote from the movie The Matrix. And I was really never into The Matrix. And over the last 4 years, I've gone back and had a look at it and just seen how many messages there were in it. So it starts off with, the Matrix is a system, Neo. The system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around and what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we're trying to save. But until we do, these people are still part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so injured, so hopelessly dependent on a system that they will fight to protect it. I have seen how badly they will fight to protect it. I have suffered, like many of you, how loved ones are willing to break all ties with you, defending the same old system that enslaves them. Like Neo said, people are not ready to be unplugged. But the question is, are we? We might have taken the red pill. We might have seen what's happening, but it doesn't actually mean automatically that you're unplugged. So we can see with clarity, but it's a process and it takes a little time to assimilate what's happening and really be able to stand back and look at the narrative without being part of the narrative. And I think that's where we are now. And we have really been trained to stop thinking. I think I saw an ad today and it was like, you need to get a new AI toothbrush because it will help you to be able to clean your teeth really well. Well, that's just tops the cake, I think. Really, you need somebody to tell you how to clean your teeth because you're so hopeless. I saw another meme today and it was basically somebody quoting back a century ago and saying, by the time 2021 comes, we'll be flying in cars. And the bottom of the meme was the instructions on how to pull a paper hand towel. And I think we've become so conditioned because the systems have been telling us every moment of what to do. And we look for somebody to tell us what to do because we've been disengaged from using our consciousness, from using our intuition. And we've just been trained to use our left brain, but even worse than that, now we're relying on AI technologies to think for us, to write for us, to do business. And it's all in a lovely wrapped package of this will be good for you. And so I think we're at that point where we're having to take a real look at who's driving the seat, who's in the driver's seat of our car. Now, one of the things that I was talking with a couple of friends from Boise in Idaho, we went out to dinner with them the other day, and Brian and I were talking with them, and Teresa mentioned to me, she said, something feels really strange. It feels like I'm bored. I'm bored with doing the same things. I'm bored with interviewing people. I'm bored with doing business how I am. I said, oh, funny you should say that. That's exactly how I feel like we're on the precipice of a change. I don't know what it is as yet. It feels like the old doesn't work, but I'm not too sure what's taking its place. And so I feel like I'm in a little plateau. And she said, yeah, that's exactly. And we all agree the same thing that we are. Now, I like to get little messages. My intuition gives me messages and tells me where to research because I love to research, find out for myself and not get told by somebody. And so about 3 months ago, one of our community mentioned about how the Metatron cube and the Fibonacci sequence in Phi was part of distorted, I guess, like at the Matrix, a distorted part of the Matrix. And that got me thinking. And then the universe presented me with some information, and then somebody else sent me some other information to confirm it. So I'm just going to share this with you here because I want you to have a think about it. And please, please don't race off. You know, I won't be long. You won't be too bored. So here's what's really interesting from this information. I've forgotten exactly right at this moment where the book is from. And it's talking about that this planet has been long had two competing creation templates. The original eternal life KRYST code template and the fallen finite Metatronic cube template. And basically it was saying that we've been in two systems, and we can see that in the world. There's this control system, this new world order, this basically AI taking us over. And then we have the KRYST code, or the Christ consciousness, or life, whatever you want to call it, template that we're all moving into. And so on the 9th of November, you'll see this little arrow here, right on the 9th of November, the two spirals, the crystal spiral and the Fibonacci spiral, intersected. And what happens was we continued on the KRYST spiral. Now, you won't notice that you have shifted in particular right at that moment, but perhaps this is what I'm talking about, where we're feeling like there's something different. You know, for instance, we were talking the other night, social media, it just feels like you have to, you know, there's no point in looking at trying to get information on social media. It's not going to come from there. The information is going to come from the inside. You've got to learn to trust your intuition and stop expecting somebody to spoon feed you. And this is where you're, you know, really important to understand how you can really access all those areas of your consciousness. So this was really interesting to me, and there was a brilliant little video that goes with it, which I'll put down in the explanation. So if you're really like me and like to research, then please go and have a look at that, because this is some new information that I've come on. And I know I share Grigori Grabovoy's technologies, and it's all about understanding how creation is and how our consciousness creates, and really allowing ourselves to take back our power, our ability to heal. And that's one of the things I learned when I was in Inthakin in Thailand, the importance of allowing your body to be able to rest and heal, and in the right circumstances it does, with the right information. But when you're plugged into the system expecting somebody else to do it, it's not going to happen. So I just wanted to bring that to you today, in case you also feel like something new is going to happen and the old is not quite working for you. And this is you're probably receiving similar information that many of us, that who I'm talking to, are saying the same. And so I just want to leave that with you. Perhaps have a look at the video, see if it resonates with you. I'm going to go into this in our New Earth Academy as normal, and obviously do some of our normal practice. So I'll pop the details for that below. But please be open and start trusting your intuition, and don't wait for anyone else. We're awake, and now we need to create that beautiful new crystalline spiral that we are all heading on. All right, I hope you're having a really good Sunday, and I look forward to catching up with you again. Bye.